Kashyapa and Moggallana or Mogallan were two sons of King Datusana, who ruled Sri Lanka from 429 to 473 AD. Kashyapa was the elder, but his mum wasn't the queen, she was one of the king's minor wives. Moggallana's mother, on the other hand, was the queen, making him the rightful heir. Now, Megara was a minister in the king's court, and son of Sunga, the king's sister. To top it off, Datusana's daughter was hitched to Megara, making it a marriage between cousins. One day, Sunga, the king's sister, messed with either the king's daughter or his niece. This infuriated the king so much that he judged his own sister and had her burned alive. Megara, who had already bolted, later learned of this tragedy and vowed revenge on Datusana. As time marches on, Kashyapa grabs the throne, ousting Mogallan. Mogallan hightails it to India. Megara slinks back into the king's good graces. Meanwhile, Datusana withdraws to his palace. Megara, nursing a grudge, convinces Kashyapa that Datusana's been blabbing about buried treasure. Kashyapa, now all ears, wants to get his hands on it. Megara keeps hammering away, insisting Kashyapa unearth that hidden fortune, come what may. Kashyapa locked up his old man and made his life a misery. Then, the ex-king asked to be taken to the Kalawewa reservoir, the one built back in good King Datusana's day. Datusana, he bent down to the tank, scooped up some water in his hands, and showed it to his son, saying that that was his treasure. The Mahavamsa, Sri Lanka's historical record, tells us Datusana was fearing Moggallana's return. Kashyapa threw up a fortress on what was then Chhatrapatha, later christened Sigiriya, or Lion Rock. Legend has it a colossal lion's head once marked the ascent, likely crumbled to dust ages ago. Then bricked alive on the reservoir's dam on Kashyapa's orders. From his perch in Sigiriya, he reigned supreme, molding it into a veritable fortress. Within a rocky alcove, he commissioned vibrant murals, transforming the entire citadel into a breathtaking art gallery. Years rolled by, and now for the heartache. Kashyapa came back with a whole host of soldiers and laid siege to the rock. Sigiriya-Kashyapa, he himself, led his forces towards Mogallan. The two kings faced off, each atop an elephant. But then, by the moat, Kashyapa's elephant lost its footing and spun around. Seeing this, Kashyapa's army jumped to the wrong conclusion. They figured their leader was turning tail and running. Then, Kashyapa's army scattered every which way, some falling to the enemy's arrows. Disheartened, Sigiriya-Kashyapa took flight. Then, remembering his sword, he slit his own throat. And so ended Sigiriya-Kashyapa, the great artistic king. Mogallan had his brother cremated and took the reins of the kingdom from Anuradhapura. Even Megara threw in his lot with him. He gifted Sigiriya to the Mahayana monks. The entire Sigiriya complex then became a Mahayana Buddhist monastery. Monks utilized the site for just 2 centuries, after which all sorts, foreigners, royalty, merchants, began flocking to Sigiriya. Certain intellectuals posit that Kashyapa, being an artistic king, likely wouldn't have offed his own father, suggesting the whole story is a fabrication driven by spite. This is plausible, considering that particular account was penned in the Mahavamsa roughly 7 centuries after Kashyapa, even though the Mahavamsa's writing commenced during Datusana's reign.